Welcome. Hi. So let us come into a comfortable space for. I think this meditation is going to be well suited for kind of cutting through the noise, the busyness of the mind. I love to use meditation to tune in. And I was just feeling that we have got a lot of vibrant energies happening right now with eclipse season and also Mercury being in retrograde. And Mercury is all to do with communication, the mind, ideas, innovation. And it might just mean that our pathway to communication, the things that we're saying, the way that we're listening to others is just different. And this could be, manifest in many different ways, but I thought that this would be a chance so you can slow down, breathe, come into your body and find stillness or space. These things which are really important, but sometimes we don't honour them fully. And I'm speaking for myself as I say that, because I know how caught up I can get and how caught up we can all get. And it's hard for us to slow down and just be. We don't have to do all the time. We can be. So a comfortable seated position I suggest for this. If you want to, of course, find your way to a chair or bring some cushions underneath your hips. Make sure that you're also warm enough. Even if it's a slightly warmer day when you're listening to this, when you do come into your meditation, sometimes we can feel a bit cooler. So just be aware of making sure that you're warm enough. For this meditation, I suggest having your palms facing upwards. So you can allow the backs of your hands to meet your legs or your thighs or your knees. Relax your fingertips and just tune in for a second to the spine, to your torso, and sit as comfortably tall as you can without, overstretching or putting too much effort into that seated pose. See if you can find ease as you come to lengthen the spine. I like to imagine that I can draw up through the top of the head, so the crown of the head, really gently. It's so gentle, but there's just that intention of sending the crown of the head upwards, up towards the sky, the ceiling above you. From the lightness and that ascension of taking the crown up, drop your weight into the hips, into the legs where you feel the ground or what you're sat on beneath you. And we create a really different energy. So there's heaviness in the lower body and a lightness to the upper body. You can exaggerate or tweak or deepen those sensations as you breathe. I think it can be nice to use the breath with that. So breathing in, you can feel length and lightness. As you breathe out, you can feel that heaviness within the body. So just keeping that with the breath again, breathing in to lengthen, to feel tall. And as you breathe out, feeling stable, feeling heavy, breathing in, lightness, and then exhaling into heaviness, release. Keeping that going just for a few more breaths, breathing in and breathing out. Just watching as the breath naturally changes. It might be that you find actually your breath becomes a bit longer. But don't force. If you can, resist the temptation to get too involved with control of the breath. Just try to let it be as natural as possible. Let the body breathe for you, and you're just witnessing the breath. You're just witnessing this happening. Take your mind's eye to your forehead. We're going to go into the third eye area, just between your eyebrows. Imagine you can just almost visualize or see, imagine a soft glow of a white light just at your forehead, and it can be really bright or it might be really subtle. And that light almost just represents your awareness. So awareness of the third eye, and it's almost like you're just shining a torch or a light illuminating your third eye area. Third eye energy is fascinating. Really interesting type of energy. It can be associated with our connection, our innate ability to our intuitive self, our intuitive knowing. Sometimes it's nice to think of it as your soul knowing. This is your soul truth, your intuition. It is a seat of wisdom, innate wisdom, knowledge, and assists us to broaden our perspective. And I invite you to register into your third eye and just see how those words or those energies kind of resonate for you. Is there something else that comes to mind when you think of your third eye? Can you allow that glow of light, that illumination, to kind of call some wisdom in and through your third eye? What does this place within your body feel like? What does it represent? Is there any kind of meaning or magic behind it for you in this moment? What wisdom does it hold? What truth does it hold for you? And just taking a slow journey a bit deeper into the third eye. Every time that you exhale, so the out breath is amazing for letting us drop into energies. I want you to imagine as you exhale, feel your shoulders soften, feel your jaw soften, your eyes soften. And it's almost like you can drop into the energy of your third eye even deeper. Instead of it just being a visualization, it's almost like you're embodying the energy of your third eye. Your whole consciousness is connected to the third eye wisdom, your inner wisdom, soul knowing. And through this perception of inner awareness, perception of our internal space, I suggest just asking again, if it feels comfortable, use your exhale, use your being, your breath, this moment to just journey a bit deeper. Every exhale, just deeper and deeper into this cosmic, mysterious third eye vibe. And through our consciousness, we evolve, we adapt, and we transform through this vibration and frequency of the third eye. It allows us to perceive things in perhaps a different light or a different way, seeing things almost brand new, even things that we've looked at so many times. The third eye casts a different light, a different energy. And can you recognize that through this third eye awareness, that its information and the wisdom that it brings you, it's just different. It's different to the ego mind, to fear-based stories, to stresses, to worries. This deep internal knowing, its frequency is something entirely different. It feels calm. It feels deeply supportive. It feels nourishing and healing. Noticing that this inner knowing, this internal space deep within each of us, is actually full of abundance. It's limitless. There's a wealth to it. It's like a huge pool of wisdom within. It's not going to run out. We're not going to lose it. It's always, always there. So unlike the ego is often very limiting. This part of yourself is so different. It's vibrant with that abundance of wisdom, of knowing. And it allows us to zoom out. The ego often is very zoomed in, very close, very analytical. And this deep inner space within allows us to zoom out, to see the bigger picture. It also allows us to know the unknown, that we often move throughout our lives not fully understanding or fully knowing. And this is so okay, so abundantly beautiful. But the soul knowing trusts that. It trusts that we don't have to know everything. We just know what we need to know. And everything else we can allow to unfold, to move in its own way. And that is the unique beauty, the unique energy of this concept, this aspect of the self, this deep knowing. And from the depths of that internal awareness, can we bring it outwards? So that trust of knowing, this content, calm energy, bringing it out into all aspects of your body. So not just the third eye, but from the top of your head down to your toes, from your toes all the way back up to the top of your head. Can you feel this knowing, this safety? This energy that runs through your veins. And even taking and expanding it further, you can bring it into your aura. So into this energy field around your body, imagining you're in this bubble of energy. Send that knowing out. And if you want to, you can take it even further. Maybe you fill up the room that you're in with that knowing, that calm soul knowing. Extend it away as if you're beaming it out away, because it's so abundant and infinite. It can go as far as you wish. Maybe you take it into your neighbours' homes or wherever you are, the building across the road. Maybe you shine it all the way into your community where you live. Maybe it goes into the whole country that you live in. Could go even further. You can share it, shine it outwards into the whole planet. Mother Earth, contained in this truth and wisdom that you hold. And just breathe for a moment, wherever you are, wherever you've taken that energy. And then gathering back your energy slowly to your third eye. So you're just calling back that energy, calling it back slowly and steadily, feeling calm, grounded, getting closer and closer to you, that energy. Feeling totally supported and held in all of these frequencies and healing energies, coming back to the third eye. And just breathe there. Just allowing that glow of light that was there at the very beginning between your eyebrows at the third eye, just to gently fade. Relax any muscles around your eyes, around your eyebrows, your forehead. And feel in this moment how you can just observe, just for a few moments, some stillness, some space in your being. Stillness and space between the breath. So even thinking about the space between the inhale and the exhale of your breath. The space and stillness between any thoughts that comes into the mind. Just being in that sweet, soft, observation. What space and stillness can you observe in your whole being? Like we did at the beginning, feel how your spine naturally wants to lift and feel light as you breathe in. And then ground and center your body down to the ground as you breathe out. Breathing in to lift. Breathing out to ground. Give a bit more energy to the breath so that it deepens slightly. You might even, as you breathe in, really fill up the body with air, and then just gently open your mouth so that you can really softly just sigh out your exhale. So breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Take your awareness to your fingertips and your toes. And just be aware of any sensation there. You might feel a bit of lightness between your fingertips. Check in with the palms of your hands as they rest upwards. Backs of the hands ground into your legs. Slowly bring your thumb to your index finger. And then slowly switch to bring your thumb to your middle finger. Switching now, thumb to your ring finger. And then finally bring your thumbs to your little fingers, holding there. And then releasing, and then just start to wiggle your fingertips and toes. Take a deep breath. Maybe you roll your shoulders really, really gently. You move your body in some way just to gently wake it up from your practice. Take your time to open your eyes. First of all, observe something just in front of you, something just ahead of you in your room or wherever you are. Then turn your head very slightly to the right and just observe what's over that side of the room or in your space. And then just take your gaze just gently over to the left. What can you see on that side? And just bring your head back to center. And take some time just to recharge the body a bit more with the breath. Deepen the breath, have a yawn, sigh. Make any kind of noise that you need to do. Sometimes a big, loud, noisy yawn is always really nice. I hope that you can continue to be slow and steady for the next 5 minutes after this meditation practice. Take your time. Reflect on anything that had arisen for you, how you felt. And you probably know by now I'm a huge lover of meditation and journaling together. So if you want to grab your journal, note down anything that arose for you, that can be a really beautiful way just to end your practice. Thank you so much for joining me. It's always such a joy and pleasure to share these meditation practices. So thank you for sharing this space and diving deep into this wisdom. Thank you.